So just we the people news one more time at it. Not attorney, not giving legal advice. I'm here to say, so take me with a grain of salt, okay? Educational purposes only. Use your Second Amendment, arm yourself with knowledge, okay? And never look just straight forward. Always look around you, be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. And get out of that box, okay? And these videos are for me. But since it's public view, welcome. All right. I think this is kind of an interesting deal. So, he's going to show a graphic of Utah of what was the constitution of the state, and it shows it's only 25% of the original constitution. And every state is doing this. Every time they do amendments or anything like that, right? Texas has like 400 something amendments. So our Constitution's been diluted down a lot, okay, from its original intent. And this is the important part, the intent. So the intent is to get rid of our rights. But let's check this out from here, and I'm going to kind of rewind it back some.
Let me share my screen one last time. This guy here, AdamBrown.info, God bless you, whoever you are, for compiling this information. I couldn't find any of this on any of my state's website. The only way I was able to find it was when I did a Google search. So, look at this graphic right here, guys. What?
So, in Utah, all right, the original state constitution is right here. And if you look at the years, it's been dwindling down, 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 and down. All right, especially right there about 1968, which what happened around in the late 60s? Right, 68, somewhere in there. Could be the 70s, but you know, what really happened then? And look how much of a drop. Okay, and then there's 2000. So we're looking at about the 90s right here, and it kind of tapered off a little bit and got more stable until about 25, which we're about 23, maybe 20, 23, I guess. And look how that sudden drop there again. So this is an interesting deal of how our constitutions in every state have been diluting down. Don't know how to get this report. Again, this is hearsay because I never done the research.
The graphic says this is the percentage of change of the original text of the 1896 Constitution. So in 1896, there was 100%.
Wow.
We are less than 25%.
Wowee.
This should be maybe 10% difference. Maybe. But even then, it would have had to have been done through a constitutional convention, and no such constitutional convention has ever taken place in Utah.
I bet that's in every state.
I would be shocked if it's not.
Wowee.
All right, so let's kind of slide back here. How do we get there? Or at least get an idea. And remind you, I did not do this research. He did. Okay. See where we at.
Along.
Let's go a little further.
Senators who's eligible, blah, 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 blah. Well. When the founders of my state, Utah, ratified this in 1890.
Let's see here. All right. So, according to the original, he's doubling up what the Constitution says to do and how they're actually ignoring what the Constitution says and putting things into certain statutes and all that's in direct conflict of the Constitution of the process.
This one. Hey, there we go. Does that work?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you full disclaimer. I watched this live and it was much clearer in this. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's theirs when they downloaded it to or uploaded it, however you want to talk about that. And it, YouTube or Google kind of don't like us knowing this information.
Okay. I mean, I know it's a little small. I'll do what I can. Screen real estate's a little hard. Okay. Oh, there we go. What you're seeing on the left is this is what's readily available on le.utah.gov. This is, according to the state legislature, the Constitution as it is today. What you're seeing on the right is the Constitution as it was enacted, or as it was ratified in 1895. So we're just going to go section 1 by section 1. We're going to compare these. All right, so section 1 says power vested in state, house, and people. Power vested in Senate and House.
That's what I was saying.
Wow, okay, wait a minute. So this is considerably longer than what this is. You seeing the differences here?
Wow.
Okay, so again, that's just one thing. Wait, you guys, it gets better. Okay, let's go down. Let's find the enacting clause. All right, so I'm going to go down here. Privilege from arrest, compensation of members, elections to fill vacancies, duration of sessions, trial by Senate, service of articles, removal. Oh, here we go. Section 22, enacting clause. Well, what was Section 22 here? Reading of bills.
Interesting.
So, the enacting clause of every law shall be. Do you guys know when you see the word shall, what does that mean?
It means must.
Must. Okay. This is the enacting clause here in the state of Utah. Be it enacted by the legislature of the uppercase S, lowercase state of Utah. Okay? Notice. What does that mean when we have a capitalized first letter, Erica? What does that denote?
A proper noun.
A proper noun, which is a person, place, or thing, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's a corporation, right?
No,
No.
not necessarily. That would
Okay.
be the all caps. The all caps would denote a corporation, generally speaking.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, so just to give you guys a little notice, he's going through all the due process and fighting this with the civil rules of procedure and all that. So before you guys say he's a sovereign citizen, okay, wrong. All right, but he is reading and he is researching. So there we go again. Lower Texas, lower state Utah. Capital, capital. Just go back to school, people. That is so easily, and I was not a good student. I knew the difference of that. And it's not a sovereign citizen crap. It's English writing.
Okay? So the uppercase denotes a person, place, or thing. What would the lowercase version of that denote then?
Like an adjective,
Like
or
an adjective, or it's not necessarily
not
like
an adjective, but like not the proper noun, but just the general noun.
general sense of the term, right? Okay.
Everybody's getting English lessons here. And making them everybody think.
Right now, we can see major differences here. And it says, again, going back to the original intent. Remember our discussion a couple of videos ago where we're talking about what was the original intent of the framers and its meaning when we were talking about the 14th Amendment and all of those things?
Mm-hmm.
What was the original intent of the framers of the Utah Constitution? No bill or joint resolution shall be passed except with the assent of the majority of all the members elected to the House of the Legislature, and after it has been read 3 times. The vote upon the final passage of all bills shall be by yeas and nays, and no law shall be revised or amended by reference to its title only, but the act as revised or section amended shall be reenacted and published at length.
Now, sit and think about that. They was actually really particular. They was telling everybody, read it 3 times. We can't get attorneys and judges to even read the criminal code 1 time. Of any state, people. But, and we need that. What did the teacher say when you was in school, especially my generation, 50 years old, right? Read it 10 times. Read it 5 times. You know, for me, it's 100 times.
One of these things is not like the other.
Oh my gosh, James, this is huge.
One of these things is not quite the same. Okay, all right, now, well, James, they just amended the Constitution, right? Hold that thought. I just want to point out to one thing. One of the things that Charles Weisman talks about in the authority of law under the enacting clause is that in order for a law or a statute to be a valid law or statute, the enacting clause must appear on the face of the law.
Right.
What does that mean?
If it's not and has not been enacted.
It has to literally say the words, be it enacted by the legislature of the state of Utah. And to answer, like, Alexis, yeah, he said, did it have to be written in the statute? No, it doesn't have to be written in the statute because it's still not, hadn't been enacted as a law yet. But it has to, once it's listed to what goes to the Secretary of State as the enacted law, it has to have that. And if it doesn't have it, it's not enforceable as a law.
Not only that, where is it that we are readily directed to find out what is the moving statute or what is the law that they're being prosecuted under?
Usually
So,
codes, right?
every single one of these stupid liars who's either a prosecutor or a county attorney or anything, anytime they refer to a statute, they go right here, they go to this page here, they go up to this one right here, and I'm just going to go back here, I'm going to pick